Cagnoni scores!
Is it time to take your event online? Bring it to IKS Live. We've got a fully customized virtual event platform with remote guest support for your next fundraiser, talk show, conference, performance, and more. IKS Live offers live streaming to Facebook Live and YouTube and pre-recorded capabilities, both in our studio with green screen available and on location with pre-production and post-production services. Visit us at ikslive.ca.
Oh, hey! Bob!
Oh!
What are you doing in Brady's office?
Just Brady asked me to help with some accountings,
Oh, well, don't stay up too late, all right?
All right. Ty vole, no, tak to bylo jen tak. No ty kokos, to bylo chlup. Máš to, bro? Mám, máš to ty? Jo, já to mám.
Here's Robert Bracco on a breakaway! Scores! Martin Rysavy on a breakaway, shot save, rebound, scores!
It was hard fought. It was playoff hockey between two teams that are now tied for fourth place in the Eastern Conference. Actually, Moose Jaw still 1 point ahead of Calgary, I should say, with the 1 point for the shootout loss. It was a tight game throughout with the Calgary Hitmen pulling out the 2-1 shootout victory here at the Moose Jaw Event Center tonight as the Warriors put together a great fight. Connor Unger was stellar in between the pipes, including in overtime where he made 9 stops. He made 43 saves in total during regulation and overtime, but it wasn't enough as the game went to the skills competition, and Zach Funk won it for the Calgary Hitmen with the goal in the 4th round of the shootout. Let's take a look at the game scoring summary. It's not a long one. It was a low-scoring hockey game here tonight. Atlee Calvert had the opening goal for the Moose Jaw Warriors midway through the second period. Power play goal on a nice passing play that set that one up. Great feed from Ryder Korzak over to Atlee Calvert for his 20th of the season. That made it 1-0 for the Warriors. But Calgary gets an early goal in the third period, a power play goal from Riley Fiddler-Schultz. His 21st of the season came at 5:03 of the third period, and that tied the game up, and that's how they would stay for the next 15 minutes of regulation and then 5 minutes of 3-on-3 overtime. There was a lot of penalties over the course of the final bit of the hockey game. Warriors had a couple of power play opportunities, as did the Calgary Hitmen. The Calgary Hitmen had a minute on a power play to start overtime, 4-on-3. That's where Unger made some very big saves to make sure his team had a chance once they got back to 3-on-3 and had a chance to try to win it, but could not get a good opportunity towards the net. Some nice passing, some good opportunities for Braden Yeager and Jagger Furcus and Denton Matejchuk, but they couldn't find a way to push it over the line here in this one. The shots on goal, as I mentioned, 9 saves in overtime for Connor Unger. He made 43 saves overall. 35 saves for Ethan Buenaventura, including 4 in the extra period. He made 12 in the second, 11 in the third. So big night for him as well here in this one. Power play opportunities. Moose Jaw 1 for 7 on the power play. Just couldn't get it going. They had a lot of chances, but they just couldn't pull the trigger and couldn't put it into the back of the net, whereas Calgary goes 1 for 5 with the man advantage here tonight in this one. Both teams' only goals during regulation were on the power play. So in the shootout, it was Oliver Tulk and Jagger Furcus going in the first round, then Ryder Korzak and Sean Chagall in the second round. No one scored there Braden Yeager and Riley Fiddler-Schultz both shoot on their power play or shootout attempts, but they are unable to score. Then Denton Matejchuk just didn't get quite the shot he was hoping for on that one. Stopped by Ethan Buenaventura, and then Zach Funk able to beat Connor Unger on the fourth try to win this one in the shootout. So that does it. Warriors fall 2-1 in this one. Let's take a look at the 3 stars of the hockey game. The third star making 43 saves on the night was Connor Unger. He played a great game for the Warriors in between the pipes. Second star, Ethan Buenaventura. He was your second star of the game, making 35 saves. Both those guys could have been moved up in the stars. And Riley Fiddler-Schultz comes away with the first star of the hockey game. He was very good for Calgary here throughout the night. So he's your first star of the hockey game. We're hoping to catch up with Warriors head coach Mark O'Leary. We'll take a quick break. We'll hopefully hear from the coach when we come back, and we'll go over the out-of-town scoreboard as well. That's next here on IKS Media Warriors Live.
Does this look familiar? Your fans deserve an incredible arena experience. It's time for an upgrade. Stunning graphics. Revenue opportunities are just the beginning with our in-venue display systems and scoring technology. Let us help you find the best solution for your facility. DDG, always delivering the best fan experience.
It's where co-workers gather for team lunches. It's where first dates feel a little less awkward. It's where friends are treated like family. It's the Mad Greek.
Thank you for 20 years of local love and support.
We can't wait for the next 20 years. We love Moose Jaw.
Dine in, take out, or delivery for the best ribs in town. Pizzas, pastas, and authentic Greek cuisine. It's the taste of tradition at the Mad Greek, 925 Main Street North, Moose Jaw.
Welcome back into the Moose Jaw Event Center as the Warriors fall 2-1 in a shootout to the Calgary Hitmen here tonight. Let's head down to the Warriors locker room where I'm being joined by head coach Mark O'Leary after tonight's game. And coach, this was a tight game, had a playoff feel to it with both teams playing pretty closely, checking and very fast. I guess your thoughts on how this one, despite coming out with the loss here.
Yeah, I didn't think it was our best game. I thought Calgary did a real good job checking, and certainly in the first half of the game, I thought they were the better team. We found a little bit of juice as the game went on, but I don't think we were at our best. You know, coming off a game where I thought we played real well in Lethbridge, I just don't think we were hard enough without the puck, and I thought we were a little bit slow with the puck. And when we're playing like that, we don't give ourselves a good enough chance. And at the end of the day, you know, I think there was opportunities there to win the game, but I just I didn't like the overall game start to finish.
You mentioned a little bit slow with the puck, 7 power play opportunities here in this one. It seemed like the team was struggling to pull the trigger with the man advantage here tonight.
Yeah, execution was the issue there. You know, I think that when we're playing well, there's no hesitation, and it's crisp. It's where it needs to go, and it's there in a hurry. And today it wasn't. Whether it's second guessing or just trying to be a little bit too cute or looking for something better, I just thought we were too slow. And you know, by the time we did execute, their goaltender was there to make saves, and you know, really that was the story in this one. Both goaltenders were the best players on the ice.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you. Connor Unger, 43 saves. He seems to have a knack of keeping this team in games whenever he's on the ice.
Yeah, he certainly gave us every chance to win the game. You know, whether it was the penalty kills, especially at the end, bailed us out big time, and then again in the shootout. You know, I think if you can make 3 out of 4 saves, I usually like our chances. So it was that kind of night where, you know, we didn't capitalize on the grade A chances we had, and I just don't think that you know, we did enough, especially early on in the game, to deserve a better fate.
Big game coming up tomorrow with the Seattle Thunderbirds here in town. How important is it to be clicking on all cylinders when you go up against the top team in the Western Conference?
Yeah, it's going to be real important. We're going to have to be at our best. We're playing a team that's certainly fully loaded, ready to go for playoffs, and I'm sure they'll have their full lineup back, ready to go for tomorrow. And it's a great opportunity for our group to go up against the best. Whether it's a back-to-back or not, we're at home. There's no travel involved, so there's no excuses. I think today, hopefully, whether it's knocking off a little bit of the bus legs from the trip to Lethbridge, whatever it is, tomorrow there's no excuses. And anytime you lose a game, a tough one like we did here tonight, the best remedy for that is to play right away. We're looking forward to it tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, good luck tomorrow, and thanks for joining us here tonight. Thanks to Warriors head coach Mark O'Leary for joining us here on the post-game show. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. It was a busy 10-game slate in the WHL tonight. 9 other games happening outside of this one. We'll start in Regina, where the Seattle Thunderbirds roll to a 6-0 win over the Pats tonight in their first game on their East Division road trip, starting things off with a bang. We'll see how the Warriors can answer against them tomorrow. In Prince Albert, the Raiders pick up a big win over the Red Deer Rebels, 2-1 in a tight game up there in northern Saskatchewan. The Rebels put a lot of pucks on net, had some power play opportunities, but couldn't capitalize after opening the scoring in the first period. In Swift Current, the Broncos pick up a big shootout win over the Saskatoon Blades, 5-4. Come from behind win there for the Broncos to pick up the shootout victory there over Saskatoon. Brandon Wheat Kings knocking off the Portland Winterhawks, who are starting their East Division road trip as well. Big 3-2 win there for the Brandon Wheat Kings. So the East Division faring pretty well here tonight against some tough competition in those 2 games. Moving over, Medicine Hat and Edmonton, they're tied at 2. That game early in the third period. The Everett Silvertips have a 3-1 lead on the Prince George Cougars. That game just about to get underway in the second period. Kelowna has a 1-0 lead on Kamloops. That game also midway through the first period there. After 1 in Spokane, the Victoria Royals up 2-1. And Tri-City has a 1-0 lead on the Vancouver Giants. That game also after 1 period of play. So, Warriors fall 2-1 here in a shootout tonight. They'll have a tough test tomorrow night as they take on the Seattle Thunderbirds here. The top team in the Western Hockey League will be in town, and the Warriors will be looking to knock them off and put together a good showing. That will be here at the Moose Jaw Event Center tomorrow night. You can get your tickets at mjwarriors.ca. Reminder, it is going to be Remax Presents Nickelodeon Night in support of the Children's Miracle Network. The Warriors will be wearing special edition SpongeBob SquarePants jerseys. Those jerseys are up for auction right now at thecrushcan.com, so make sure to get your bids in on those. The auction will run until next Sunday, so plenty of time to get your bids in there, but if you want one, make sure you get your bids in at thecrushcan.com. And tickets, as always, mjwarriors.ca. We'll be back on the air for the pregame show and postgame show tomorrow at 6:45 for the pregame show. Thank you for tuning in here tonight on IKS Media Warriors Live.